everyone, welcome back to another episode. I know it's a bit noisy in the background, but I'm at a really cool place, South Melbourne Market in Melbourne. I'm going to explore around places, and this episode we're going to look at cheap eats. Places that you can eat and it's cheap, affordable, but tasty. So without much more to say, let's just go in, check out the place, and let's see what we can get in there that are really cheap but delicious. Let's go.
That's a spring roll.
So I found the first cheap eat, the first place. For $2.50 you get this dim sum from the iconic South Melbourne Market dim sum. Apparently it's been around since 1949, you know. It's pretty chunky, and my wife already ate hers, and there's a lot of meat in it. So I'm going to take a bite into mine. Oop. There goes the bird. Yeah. It's good. I like it. Salty, but tasty. Not going to complain about it because it's just good for $2.50. It's not a bad find. You can have many of them if you want to. Spring rolls is $3.20. It's pretty chunky. I'm going to take a bite into this as well because it looks delicious. It reminds me of a spring roll that I've had growing up locally in Riverwood. There is one of these fish and chip shops that have a spring roll like this, and it looks pretty decent. So let's take a bite into it. I don't know if you can see that. The skin is very thick. It's going to be really filling. So for $3.20, if you're hungry, you just want something to eat, I think it's worth it. Again, the taste is good. Got a bit of chicken, cabbage, and all the other stuff. It's really good as well. So $3.20 for the spring roll, $2.50 for the dim sums. Cheap eat number one. Let's go somewhere else. Found another cheap eat here within South Melbourne Market. Iconic to Melbourne, and it is quite well known since 1994 apparently. Behind me here, that Borek shop. It's a Turkish dish, like a bakery. You can think about it like gozlem. Maybe you've tried gozlem before, but I think it's a bit different. I can't really explain it. It's delicious. It's got a few bites, and for $4 it is quite long. $4. It's going to be filling, it's going to be good. I've got the spinach and the cheese one. You can taste the saltiness from the cheese, the spinach, and a good bite from the pastry itself. Really tasty stuff. So a lot of eating today, a lot of eating bits and pieces, and this is definitely a good, cheap find at South Melbourne Market. Okay, this place is buzzing. This is weekday. They are open on Wednesday on a weekday. It's buzzing. Lots of fresh produce, lots of good stuff available here. It's just so cool. So this one may not be a cheap eat, but there's a pastry place, there's a bakery, a French pastry place called Agatha. I think I pronounced it wrongly and I'm not doing it justice, but the line was long. There's like a long line, and it must be popular. Well, I was feeling like having this thing. It's called the custard hard. By the way, to all my subscribers, I love you. With my custard hard shape. It's $5 for this, so would you say it's cheap? Not sure, but it is not too bad for its size, and probably the quality. They make it fresh in there, and then yeah, it just looks really legit, really good. So I'm gonna take a bite of this custard hard because I just want to eat it. Let's give it a bite, hey? buttery croissant pastry. You could taste the butter, but it's not oily and it's not too overwhelming or like buttery. You know, some croissant is just too buttery, but this is not. It tastes good, and yeah, the custard tastes really good. So when you take a bite together, it's really well balanced. This custard hard is really, really good. Yummy. Coffee. So I got this jam donut from the donut cart here at South Melbourne Market. I just want to compare this to the one in Queen Victoria Market in the city. So I've already had a few bites, and you know what? Like, it's good in terms of that it is fresh. But I still like the other one. Sorry. As you can see, this one becomes quite flat. The one in the city is like a lot rounder and there's a bit more bite to it, to the pastry. This one is okay, but nothing too special, to be honest. The other one just has something special, like the bite, the bounciness of the pastry, and it was fresh as well. It is a cheap eat though, so for a pack of 6 you get 8. No. It is a cheap eat though. For a pack of 6 you pay $8. So for a bit of a snack, something cheap to eat, it will fill you up. It is sweet, so you want to share it, not just to finish it by yourself. Yeah, so another good find here at South Melbourne.